It would appear that they made their way through Lingju Pass and kept moving.
If we follow their footprints, we should be able to find... Oh no, the footprints end here.
We should inquire with anyone nearby. If the miners came through here, they may...
Hi there.
A miner?
Let's... Hello, have you seen it?
Stop bothering me. Kick.
Jeez, a little whatever.
Solidify!
You can't run! Well, neither can I.
Boom boom!
Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun! Looks like I went too far.
It must have been about 4 or 5 days ago. There were a few men who came through here carrying baskets and picks. I guess that could have been them.
Yeah, that's...
4 or 5 days ago. It appears that they were moving slower than we'd anticipated.
It was so strange. 4 big guys with lifeless expressions. It was like they were in some sort of trance.
Huh. This...
I caught a glimpse. Blue hair, short. I think it was a girl. She wasn't...
And they took this road?
Yes, they followed it.
Let's go after them. More footprints. There's a person over there.
Help! Please save me!
Is that one of the people we're looking for? Oh, rescue first. Ask questions later.
Stabilize!
Kill you!
Gather!
Keep back!
Solidify!
Keep back!
Motion to compel!
Solidify!
Keep back!
Boom boom! Ja, ja, ja.
Solidify!
Incinerate! Sya. Motion to compel!
Keep back!
Boom boom! Ja.
Gather!
Motion to compel!
Those monsters were so aggressive. They must have noticed me walking through. Before I knew it, they were all over me. My name is Wanyu. I belong to Liyue's Shengyu Hall. I head up our human culture and civilization research.
Huh? You sure you're not a mine?
A miner?
Yeah, we're looking for a group of 4 strong fellas carrying mining. Really?
Yes. I set off from Nantianmen the day before yesterday, heading for Lingju Pass. But I was in a hurry. I didn't get a good look. I'm afraid I'm not even sure what they looked like.
I think that's all we needed to hear.
I hope it's useful to you. I'd better get going. There's a
According to the scholar, the miners were heading for not
Can we be absolutely sure that it was the men that were looking?
a child with a group of adults. Sounds pretty close to Paimon. What?
Hey, perhaps that rock over there can tell us more.
Aha! Paimon near...
It looks promising. I'll do my best. It's the same group, all right. They...
Mr. Kunjun, your stone seeing is something I won't forget.
I suppose it is an asset, though I rarely find a use for it. But praise for Miss...
It's a good thing we brought our Kunjun...
It feels like we're cracking a criminal...
Be that as it may, we would 4 fully grown...
Oh, you're quite...
That's not all. We have encountered many clues.
Great! No
I left a mark in the...
clever thing...
Violet grass is a plant that enjoys a moist environment and is best picked after it rains.
Hey! Over here on the ground!
There's a basket lying here, too. This must be one...
Hey!
Judging by his appearance,
Should we wake...
I can...
Sounds like he's whispering something.
it seems that he thinks he still has... There's a camp nearby.
How is he? He won't die, right?
He's worked himself into a stupor. Thankfully, he's...
Paimon heard him talking about digging for something. Did he dig?
It's certainly a possibility.
It looks like there's something in his pocket. Are these... I just witnessed the memories within these ore fragments. This person brought these fragments out of the mine. He's one of the 4...
How he came to be here is what we need to...
So he was kidnapped. But if they didn't need him, why bring him up?
Unless something happened.
Ugh. Paimon's had enough.
Oh, wait a moment. Seeing these fragments has jogged my memory.
What is it? Ooh, is it...
Something...
As I mentioned, before I met Uncle Dai, I was in a daze. I was so happy when Uncle Dai enlisted you to help. I would never have managed to track down these clues. These are some crystals that I bought from the market. Not any old crystals, mind you. This purity is extraordinarily rare. One for each of you.
It's beautiful. Oh,
But of course. And this one, Huh? Is something wrong?
On the contrary. I just hadn't anticipated receiving... But... thank you.
I'm pleased you like them. It's nice to be able to give a gift that... Oh, I see more rocks over there. You should all get some rest. I'm going to scan the surroundings.
you sure like rock.
Ores are the crystals of the earth, the sediment of time itself. Get some rest and call me when you're ready to set off.
Rest easy. Oh, however...
Huh?
Traveler. Does Dragon...
You mean the ore that Kunjun's looking?
Dragonfall is an incredibly rare ore used in forging. The majority of regular crystals are...
Elemental reactions can produce material.
Indeed they can. However, Dragonfall first emerged in the midst of a great battle, thousands of years ago. Powerful... And yet they are crystal creations all the same. Why is it then that a citizen of Liyue now wishes to strike upon ore that has long since vanished?
Yeah, if he knows of its existence, surely he knows all... Weird.
There are those in the mining trade who retain a keen interest in Dragonfall. But for someone like Mr.
Ulterior motives?
A conclusion that is presently impossible to reach. Don't forget, we're drawing closer to when you're well rested. We should ensure that...
Kunjun, we need to get going.
No problem. I'm done here.
Any results, Miss...
There are many beautiful rocks here, but nothing out of the ordinary. I couldn't find any. Then again, the memories of ore can shift with the passage of time and the changing of the environment. Difficult to say. I feel...
So there's never any ancient memory?
Rocks endure, but as eons pass, their memories are erased. Those memories that survive are rooted in powerful emotion or thought.
That makes sense.
Indeed. Look... Wow.
And there's so many mysterious-looking crystals up there.
This ancient... Let's conduct separate investigations. All right then.
Kunjun, can you see anything worth...
Well, there is this stone...
Doesn't seem very interesting.
Huh. It's worth a try, surely. Let me see. This is...
Hey, what's wrong?
just a bit lightheaded. It's past, not...
Whatever. Paimon's going to investigate over there. If you don't try, you won't know. Anyway, you'll be able to get a good look at our surroundings.
Oh.
When has Paimon ever come up with a bad idea? Wait a minute. Paimon can fly.
All of you, come here.
Huh? Zhongli's voice. Quick, let's go see.
This has been newly dug. It would appear our...
Is that a voice coming from the tunnel?
Compose yourselves. There is an unusual presence emanating from... Listen.
The missing miners are here. What are they digging for?
I'm afraid that this whole tunnel is the fruit of their strenuous labor.
That gate. Has it been there all along?
Digging a tunnel to this ancient seal. Had they not been discovered, they would undoubtedly persevere until the gate.
So behind the seal, what do we do? We can't hurt them. What type of monster is this?
Morax, you arrive at my doorstep of your own volition. Excellent. Taking revenge for sealing me away will be all the easier.
So, the little girl is your power incarnate. But if you recall, Ishtaha, this is not how we intended for events to transpire.
Waste not your words. Your life is mine. The enraged earth will not absolve you.
Solidify!
Inadmissible evidence!
From rock to dust.
Solidify!
Sooner or later.
Stabilize!
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain!
Gather!
Objection!
Gather! I will have order!
Crumble! The enraged earth will not absolve you!
Solidify!
Stabilized dust! Sooner or later!
Solidify!
Fisher!
Stabilize!
This one's not enough! You would forsake me again?
If that is what you choose to believe, so be it. He who bears the weight of memory is destined to shoulder the burden of truth, as it ought to be.
Gather!
Objection!
Crumble!
Gather!
Motion to compel!
Will not absolve you!
This is order. Stabilize. Solidify.
Objection!
Stabilize.
From rock to dust! Sooner or later!
Solidify.
Go with Lorax! You think you can destroy me?
Solidify.
Crumble!
Order guide you. Solidify.
Gather no atonement for a thousand years of pain!
This is getting interesting. Stabilize.
Festival!
Solidify! Stabilize!
Dust! Sooner or later, will not absolve you!
Solidify!
Morax, 1,000 years after you sealed me underground.
You should call it by...
Fate? Fate? So here lies the wisdom of the gods. Destroy all...
No. You have...
That...
Ashtaha.
Huh? Kun?
Morax.
Your...
Ashtaha.
During the battle, you imbued us with your power.
Yes. It was all I could manage. Forgive me for concealing the truth, traveler. There were things that only became clear to me upon Allow me to elaborate. I am not Ashtaha the whole, but a fragment. Heaven and earth, yin and yang, opposing forces. You can consider the existence of me and the Ashtaha you see there to be a reflection.
So there are...
No! It can't be!
When the seal loosened, your power manifested in this world as a child. With this new identity, you were able to vent. That's when it occurred to you. The loosening of the seal constituted an opportunity to strike back. Kidnapping the miners was all in aid of digging to the entrance to the seal itself.
The audacity! Are you insane?
I was another power awakened with the loosening of the seal. Too weak to reincarnate, but strong enough to possess a human body. I was barely conscious. I couldn't remember who I was. Only the past would elicit a reaction from me.
I had sensed that something was amiss when you mentioned Dragonfall. Had your power been but a little stronger, I would have recognized you.
Don't blame yourself. I have changed beyond all recognition. It's been so long. A secret beyond all comprehension of youthful humanity. And...
There would be no harm in it.
You haven't changed. Ashtaha was once a friend and ally of the Geo-Archon Morax. With a lifespan far exceeding that. The memories of rocks do not last long. Those memories that survive are rooted in powerful emotion. But as time passes, so these memories fade into obscurity. Erosion ground Ashtaha's consciousness into oblivion. Slowly, he forgot the face of his old friend, and his memories of defending Liyue Harbor disintegrated. Ashtaha, now incomplete.
What would you expect? It was humanity that attacked the...
This much is true. Which is why you attacked the chasm. Why you, in the beginning, in order to open up new territory and increase production. The citizens of Liyue came to the mountains to mine. Erosion made us even more savage. No matter how we struggled, we lost the ability to coexist. Morax shared with us some of his power to prevent further erosion. But it was futile. Everything returns to dust. And so, we became you. And from your will,
I emerged. I am your final contract. Witness the promise between Azhdaha and Morax. You can...
No!
I am the remnants of Azhdaha's benevolence. The echo of a contract set in stone. I harbor a willingness to go further.
No! It is I, Azhdaha, forged of elemental crystal, bearer of the weight and memories of the earth, older than the mountains and the oceans that decides. I will not swear allegiance to this insect.
Morax.
A lord over insects is nothing but an insect in time.
You forgot yourself. Nobody held Morax in higher regard. That which you have forgotten, I hold here in all powers under heaven, rise and fall of land and...
A star appears within the wild. A sun ascends as bright as... Strange.
You are spent, and I will soon disappear. In the wilderness, snow falls on a
No! That isn't...
Perhaps it isn't, but it remains.
More axe.
The little girl vanished.
Are you satisfied?
I had to make amends. So, Morax.
I do.
Well, I'm afraid old habits die hard.
As you please.
I never did forget your gift.
I hardly lifted a finger. Think nothing of it.
And yet, you could see.
Your power is nearly... Shall we get going?
Surely the pressing matter is still...
Indeed. Hence the need to get going.
Straight down to business as always.
Huh? How did we get here? We need to go back and check on the miners!
So there you are. My men and I found Mao in a tent at the campsite unconscious. Huh?
Nothing. Pay it no mind. Those three...
Cave?
They're exhausted, but not in...
Right. Well...
So you're taking them back to Liyue Har...
That's right.
Can I come with you?
No problem. You...
Kunjun, we should be...
Not I. Merely this body. Once I'm gone, the true owner will accompany the miners back to Liyue. Kunjun hails from a family of famous artisans. He too will be famous in time. It would be a shame.
You always did have a great...
Curious how swords and daggers are blind. Yet their creators see so much.
Azhdaha.
I consent.
Today I am just an ordinary citizen of Liyue.
Even you met such a fate.
No matter. If that day comes to pass, Liyue must prepare.
And how will Liyue fare without Rex Lapis?
Even without a god above, this remains a nation of men. I was once their god.
All life is shaped and then ground away by the end. That's unimportant. You may live forever.
I do not pretend to match your rhetoric when it comes...
Were it not so, you would have killed me long ago.
You've brought a smile to my face.
That day in the chasm.
A heart of stone is a heart nonetheless. But I am the god of contracts, and was for a time a god of the people.
You chose justice, but did not forsake your kindness. You came to me not as an assassin, and so I was willingly sealed away.
The movements of the Earth Dragon can tremble the earth and shake the heavens. With your...
Hence, do not forget that I was there with Liyue's founder. The old friend.
Thank you, Aishta.
My life is nigh on eternity.
You're leaving?
If it is fated, Morax, we will meet again.
Yes. Don't be alarmed.
Wow. That was so...
In fact, we have yet to meet the... He was. Centuries may have passed since...
In our last tale, Rex Lapis was walking alone in the mountains. He heard a remote voice, unlike any other, coming from a crack in the earth.
Most of the ancient geo-life forms that live below Liyue are blind, having not seen the sunlight for an age.
The voice was sometimes sad and song-like. Other times it was loud and thunderous. The Lord of Geo searched here and there before finally unearthing a strange stone from the bedrock.
That's how Aishta was. I answered his wish and took him above ground.
The Lord of Geo took pity on the rock spirit and carved it into a magnificent work of craftsmanship, a vivid representation of a dragon.
I bestowed him with a pair of eyes to see the world and came to an agreement with him.
With his fingers, he made 2 eyes. Quicker than words could tell, lightning flashed and thunder roared, and a living, breathing dragon soared into the clouds!
I agreed to let him live among the people above ground. But if the day ever came when he brought ruin to order, he would once again be sealed in the dark.
The dragon accompanied the Lord of Geo, fighting campaigns alongside him in the 4 corners of the world. We have a saying to eulogize these events. The crash of a spear brought billowing dust. The mountains and waters made way at the sound. The sight of a dragon bestowed with a touch the promise of rainwater blessing the ground.
A 1,000 years ago, Aishta attacked the chasm. I tried to obstruct him. During that battle, Dragonfall was born. Aishta could sense the stone. Despite being the victor, I could not claim to be stronger than he. And in his heart, he still retained an ounce of goodwill towards me. He was willing to be sealed away. But as the erosion set in, he forgot. Even I cannot avoid it. But there is something I understand better than most. When the greater the power, the greater the danger erosion may bring about. Personally sealing away an old friend. People abandon and surrender but I was a god of mankind. My identity may change, but
You still care a lot about...
Call it... I must thank you.
No worries!
Oh? About what?
Oh, yeah. He told us about Conria and the punishment of the gods. That's when we realized that the... Zhongli, you're a god. Why? You can't even give us a thread of it.
I understand.
You mean another past grievance? Like the incident with Ejda?
It was signed before it all began. I have always honored the contract. You two are friends to me. I can assure it brings me no pleasure to disappoint you. But as the god...
Would you be ready to find out?
It appears your understanding of this world There are many events of ages past. Many secrets. They have been eroded by time. Forgotten by the people. abandoned. But you are capable of finding them and bringing them into the light. Those who come to witness, if you take the same road as that person, there may be... Gold is Liyue's treasure. It is the blood that runs through her heart. As for whether your own heart shines like gold, we will have to wait and see. Visions are also a type of contract. You should know that all power comes at a price. For every bit of power you gain, so too do you gain more responsibility. It reeks of wine. That bard has just been through here, hasn't he? That drunkard is a disgrace to the arts. Oh, has he tricked you into getting drunk? You're slurring a little. Wait a moment. I'll brew a pot of sobering tea. It'll be ready in only 6 hours, so just wait a moment. Despite the multitude of affairs that she deals with in a day, Ningguang always continues to press on. A rare gem indeed. I'm reminded of the time that she used to walk barefoot from Yaoguang Shoal to the South Wharf, trying to sell her wares as she went. Time is cruel to humans. The current overseer of the funeral parlor? I cannot deal with that child. That rascal from Snezhnaya has yet to depart from Liyue. No matter. Just let me know if he gives you any trouble. I shall deal with the matter swiftly. It's said that Child and his reputation have yet again stirred up waves among the inner ranks of the Fatui. Knowing his type, he will be sure to swiftly depose anyone who dares to challenge his actions. Come to think of it, there will be a lot of interesting news to be heard the next time we gather for drinks. Care to join me when the time comes, traveler? Liyue's prosperity has not merely been built on Rex Lapis's oracles or wisdom. It is also thanks to the countless servants of the Geo Archon who have honored their end of the contract. Of them, Ganyu is the one who has served for the longest time. If you want to know about her past, you should ask her about it. I fear my wording would not be delicate enough to receive her approval. Time tempers all volition, yet she would give up everyone for her beliefs. Perhaps it is for this very reason that she has come to where she stands today. Should the chance come by me, I too would like to learn of the eternity for which she so earnestly endeavors.